think Usyk's mind is stronger than AJ's. I think that's fair to say. And from a boxing sense, I think the guy had 400 amateur fights. He's undisputed at cruiser. I mean, he's been boxing since he was about 6. So yeah, there's no shame in that. And AJ, I felt when they went back to their stalls at the end of the 9th round, I felt AJ was going to win the fight. So you know, Robert's going to have his opinions, and so will everybody else. But on we go.
And those are the words of Eddie Hearn as he explains the mental strength of Oleksandr Usyk and compares the mental strength of Usyk to his fighter, Anthony Joshua's mental strength. And let me counterpunch. I respect what Eddie does. You know, I know he is a good promoter because he likes to talk. He is a natural born person in front of the camera, you know, front of the house, on the limelight type of person. And what he said about Oleksandr Usyk was true. And Oleksandr Usyk, as of now, he seems to be mentally tougher, but is he mentally the toughest? You know, that's not the question, but the question is, you know, is he mentally stronger than Anthony Joshua? And he was like, yeah, that's no shame in that because, you know, he's been doing it longer. He knows what to do. He's been in over 400 amateur fights, just like Vasyl Lomachenko. You know, those guys have had their pound of flesh. They have had every probably possible thing to happen to them during that particular time. So in the pros, they're not really easily shaken. Okay, they're not really easily moved when it comes to certain things. Like the ninth round to Usyk. Usyk looks like he was going to go. He definitely looked challenged because he was getting punched. He was getting hit, attacked by Joshua. Joshua was showing a sense of urgency in that particular round more than any other round in that fight. But he showed that he could dish it out, and then he showed that he could take it, and he showed he could dish it out in the 10th round, and then keep doing the same thing. And that's what it takes to have that mental toughness. That's what you're really going to need in the boxing realm. Why is mental toughness important? Because boxing is 95% mental. 90, 95. It's a high percent of this mental. Okay. And Usyk has that mental capacity, you know. And you can only respect that at the end of the day. You know, this is Oleksandr Usyk, a guy coming up from cruiserweight, doing every possible thing that he could do there. Then coming up and damn near unifying the whole division at at heavyweight in just 3 fights. So that's quite impressive of a guy with a plan. And that's another form of mental toughness, having the discipline to obtain and fulfill your objectives. Okay. It's equivalent of a soldier, you know, needless to say, now he is a real life soldier, you know, because he went to war. But even before the war, they asked him that, you know, what was his take on Tony Bellew when he fought him? He was like, to obtain my objective. You know, my objective was to go out there for 4 rounds and infiltrate, you know, and it wasn't to attack and knock him out, but he still got the job done. You know, so that was just something definitely worth mentioning with Oleksandr Usyk. He's set to do a certain thing, and he trains accordingly to achieve that particular certain goal or task at hand. And it's very, very impressive. And to the outside person that just sees a smaller person moving and doing all these type of things, you have to understand what it's like to be a soldier and what it's like. And what's the importance of fulfilling those tasks and objectives, you know? But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Eddie Hearn admitting that Oleksandr Usyk is mentally stronger than Anthony Joshua. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.